Okay. Now we can add elements to dictionary, okay, by simply using the name of the dictionary, okay, and provide a key within square brackets and set it equal to value. As long as that dictionary already exists, okay, then a new key will be created in that dictionary, and then it will be set equal to the value that we have provided on the right hand side. That dictionary must exist. If the dictionary doesn't exist already, then it'll throw an error. Okay. So now D2, dictionary D2 already exists. We've already created D2. Okay. So we can use a new key, all right, D2 7. As long as that key, if you use a key that's already there, then the value will get changed. Okay. The old value will be removed, the new value will take its place. Okay. So now 7, the number 7 is not in D2, so a new element is created. Okay. Okay. So that new element has 7 as the key, the number 7, okay, and then the associated value for that key is the string, an integer. Okay. Now, as I said, if a dictionary, to add items like this, the dictionary must already exist. If it doesn't exist, you'll get an error. So D3 is not already defined dictionary. It's not there. So if you do D3, a key and equal to a value, you're obviously going to get an error. You see that D3 is not defined. It's not there. So if you want, suppose if you want to create a new dictionary and put that value pair, key value pair C equal to C, okay, then you have to start with setting up an empty blank dictionary, and you do that by just 2 curly braces. So you have 2 curly braces, right? So now you have a new dictionary called D3. Okay, you've created that, and then you're adding a new value and no error. So it's able to get it. Now if you go back and run that code, it will run properly because D3 is now there. It is there, so it'll add that value to it. Okay. If a key already exists, then the value is replaced. The old value is thrown out and the new value is put in its place. Okay. So D3 7 is the new value, right? If you run this code, you're going to get the revised value. So the old value, that's gone, and this is put in its place. Okay. Now the key and the value can be any valid object. We've already seen that. So suppose if you run this code, D1 already exists. It has A and B as the 2 elements. 2 elements with A as one key and B as the other key. So you can have a tuple as a key. Okay. So the only requirement for the key is that it has to be immutable. Okay. So now we have a tuple as the key, and the corresponding value is 2, 3, and 5. Now, how do you access an element? Okay, you have a dictionary. Now, how do you get the value, a value from the dictionary out? So you use the key. So dictionary name, and within square brackets, you provide a key, and then so now you're using the dictionary D1, and you want the value corresponding with the key string B. Okay. Now, if you use a key that is not there. Okay, if it is there, of course, it's going to give you the value back. If a key is not in the dictionary, you'll get an error, obviously. Okay, so suppose if I use a key that does not exist, then it's going to give an error. Okay, so if you want to access a dictionary, it's a good idea to check whether the key is present in the dictionary or not, and we use the keyword in for that. So you see B, okay, it's going to check the key, it's not going to check the value. So if you say B, okay, within quotes, so it's a string with one letter in D1. So this means check whether this is a key in the dictionary D1. So it comes back true, so you can use it in an if function. So if D in D1, then do something, otherwise just don't do anything. Okay? So that's a way of avoiding unnecessary errors. Okay, so we have seen how to create a dictionary, how to add elements to a dictionary, how to access element in a dictionary. Now, how do you delete elements in a dictionary? Okay, there are two ways in which you can delete. So you can have a delete keyword. So that's a method. So you can use the delete keyword to delete a particular. So you delete a given key, then that element is gone. Okay. Now pop, on the other hand, works like what we've seen before. Pop will remove the element from the dictionary and give it to you, and you can use it in a computation. You can save it into a variable, and then do anything that you want to do. Okay, but both delete will simply delete it. Pop will delete it, but it'll give it back to you, so you can take it and do whatever you want. In either case, that particular key will be gone from the dictionary. So both del and pop. So pop is a function, so you have parentheses. So delete works in this way. Del, okay, dictionary, and then you give the key, and then that will be gone. So remember, D1 right now has these three elements. Since we added that element, so it has A, B, and then this tuple. There are three elements in the dictionary. You use the del key and give the key inside square bracket. Okay. So now that's gone. That part is gone. Okay. Now pop, on the other hand, remember pop is going to pop it out, so we can catch it. So same dictionary, D1 pop B, so the element with B as the key is popped, so the value is what you capture. So print the value, and then you see D1 has only A left now. Okay. So D1 pop B. So what is popped is the entire element. Okay, the key and the value is popped out, right? And then the value is what is given to you. Okay, so the value is captured here in VAL variable. So then now you print VAL, you get that 1, 2, 3, and then what you have is just one element. And one of the very often used method or function with dictionary is to iterate over the dictionary. You can iterate over the elements, you can iterate over the keys. Okay, so there are three things in the dictionary: the items. Items means the pairs, key value, key value, key value, key value. Those are the items in the dictionary. Okay. and then we have the keys, and then we have the values. Okay. So now we have D2, okay, is this. Now if you print D2 items, it will give the dictionary back to you. So each item is a key and the value pair. Key and value, key and value. So that's your items. D2.keys will give you just the keys. Okay? And then D2.values will give you just the values. Okay? So there are three functions that we can use with the dictionary, and these are what is given to you. Okay? So, all right, now we can use these ways of accessing the dictionary in a for loop, in a while loop, like what we have seen previously. So you have a dictionary and you want to print the value, or you want to get the values and do some computation and print them, right? So we can do that. So now here we are collecting just the keys. So we are setting D2 keys equal to D2 dot keys, so which is that. Okay. Now this variable now has all the keys in it. Okay, all of them. So then it is an iterable, meaning you can cycle through the elements of that object. Okay. So you can do the for loop, say for k in D2 keys. So k will be set equal to, so D2 keys is this one. So the first time around k will be A, and then second time around k will be B, the string B, string C, string D, and then the number 7. So now I am printing the key, which is the k, and then I'm accessing the value of the key k from the dictionary, and then it prints out. Okay. So this is a way of, okay, you have a dictionary and you want to do something. So maybe the dictionary is all the column names of a data set, and you want to go through the column names one by one and do something with that column. So you have a dictionary, then you cycle through that dictionary and get the values. So you have the column name as the key and the values associated with that column as the values. And then you can do stuff in that fashion. So keys can be iterated over with a for loop. Okay. Now you can do the same with values. Okay. So you set D2.values into a collection, and then you iterate through that. So the values again is the collection, you iterate over that, and then do whatever you would like to do with it. Okay? All right. Now let's a couple of examples for you. So we have two sequences. So we have first sequence has three values, A, B, strings A, B, and C. And the second one has three elements, and each of them is a list. Okay. And we want to create a dictionary with keys coming from, keys coming from the first one and the values coming from the second one. Okay. So let's say k equal to okay. So K is a list. Strings A, B, and C are the three elements. V is also a list, okay, but V is a list of three lists. The first element is a list, second element is a list, third element is a list. Now we want to create a dictionary with three elements. With A, first element is A is the key, and the list 10, 20 is the corresponding value. Okay, so go ahead and do it.